One thing that I would like for my child or children that I may not have had myself. Growing up in a great home, had lots of experiences, but travel. I love to travel the world. In my adult life, I've been able to do it, and that's something I would like to expose to my family and my children at a younger age so that they can learn cultures and be introduced to so many different things about the world.
And one of the funniest stories that I have as a memory as a mother is with a small child in the middle of church, and we threw up all over me and down my shirt, and I had to get up and leave right in the middle of the service. And I remember learning from that my child was so much more important than where I was.
The best advice I could give to a new mom is to relax. To relax and enjoy the moments that you have with your kids, your young kids.
A funny memory of raising a child would be when I brought my son and daughter home. I have twins. And while changing a diaper, Luke pooed all over the wall. And it was so disgusting. But in the moment, my husband and I just thought it was hilarious.
The best thing about being a mom is watching your kids learn and have new experiences. I love seeing the excitement and the joy that comes when they're able to do something for the first time or conquer something for the first time. It's the best.
I was watching my daughter the other day look out the window at the snow-filled lawn, and she couldn't even begin to get to her swing set. And she all of a sudden raises her finger at the window and she goes, "You get this mess cleaned up right now, do you hear me?" And I said, "Hannah, who are you talking to?" She said, "The birds."
Being a mom's probably one of the most amazing adventures of my life because I get to see the world through my child's eyes and see her look at possibilities in her life in just a pure way.
The hardest thing about being a mom is watching your kids hurt and struggle and not being able to stop that pain. It also is the thing that helps them grow. So being able to walk through that with them is a privilege, but it's very difficult.
The hardest part about being a mom is trying to figure out everybody's personality, because with 4 different personalities coming at you at different ways, you can't communicate all the same with the same person, with different people.
The hardest part for me about being a mom is I'm now raising tweens and teenagers and toddlers, and it's really hard for me to stay engaged and listening because there's a lot of talking going on in my house at all times, and so to not go into my own world and to really be paying attention to what they're saying and hearing their hearts.
If I can give advice to a new mom, I would say it's very important to take time for yourself. Of course, you're tending to everyone else's needs, so it's good to hear your own voice at times and just take a time for yourself.
The advice I would give to a new mother is to enjoy every moment, embrace it, don't sweat the small stuff, but importantly, trust yourself and trust your gut.
What I would wish for my child that I didn't have, actually I had an amazing childhood, and if she's lucky enough to have everything that I had, she'd be a fortunate person.
I balance motherhood by making sure that I take care of myself. I make sure and get my chocolate and my favorite things that make me happy, whether it's the beginning of the day or end of the day. But I know it's important to take care of me so that I can take care of my kids. And it's tricky, it's hard, it's a challenge to be a mom, and balance is the key.
One thing that I didn't have growing up, but I really want my kids to have, and they already have it, so it's exciting, is technology. And some people see it as a bad thing, but growing up, I grew up in a small town, and I was a small town girl with some big dreams. And it was very difficult to get those dreams going because you had to be in a big city or know somebody. And nowadays, with technology, I think it is much easier to get yourself out there. And I think my kids are going to have a chance to have those big dreams really come true.
A funny moment that I have as a mom is every day when I come home from work, my daughter likes to follow me back to my bedroom, and I change out of my work clothes, I put my hair in a ponytail, and she says, "And now you're a mommy."
The very first lesson I learned when I was a mom, which is very hard, is to be selfless. You have to give so much of yourself for your kids to make them be the people that the Lord would have them be.
The one thing that I would do different would be to have more patience with my kids, just to be able to put aside the stresses of a day and to be more present with them.
The best thing about being a mom is that every day is different. I have 5 little ones, and you never know what they're going to say or what they're going to do, and I get to do something new all the time.